Left takeoff 28 right, Ryanair 204.
No, Ryanair 204, cleared for takeoff, runway 28 right.
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I got here. Well, it all started with a Ryanair flight from Dublin to London Stansted and a curiosity into the world of AI air traffic control. And what better to test new rogue software than with Europe's very own favourite airline?
No! God, please!
Will we and our passengers safely make it guided by AI air traffic control, or is all this new technology just too good to be true? So without further ado, sit back, relax, fasten those seatbelts and join me on the flight deck. Okay, we are now in the cockpit of this wonderful Boeing 737 of Ryanair, Europe's favourite airline. We're doing this flight from Dublin to Stansted. I checked online how much this would actually cost, £12.99 in euros, which is so cheap. So we're going to do our best to give these guys value for money. Now, on my last video, I flew into London airspace, and that was really damn stressful.
Turn left heading 290 degrees, descend flight level 90.
Say again, sorry, CZ4 Zulu.
But this time we're going to be using Beyond ATC. But you know what, before we get going, I think it's time to do a little bit of a walk around to make sure that this aircraft is airworthy. Okay, here we are just walking outside the aircraft. Who was that coming on? Ah, it's the catering service. Okay, airplane is empty. Let's have a look out here. Okay, wow, yeah, looking pretty good. Who are these guys? What the heck? I'm the pilot. Look how confident these guys are. Okay, at least they can set up the flight plan fine. How does Ryanair make any money with this many pilots on the show? But anyway, engine looking pretty good. No damage. Excellent. Come back here looking at the tail. Oh, wow. Doesn't that look magnificent? So we've got Aer Lingus trucks here because we're in Dublin. Looks pretty sweet over here. Yep. Okay. All right. Let's have a look at this engine. Yep. No issues there. Looking pretty sweet. That's the catering truck. They've gone. Excellent. We've got enough food and sandwiches. Trailing edge look okay. The tires are looking pretty sweet down there. Hello, Mr. Mate. What is your job? Just to sit there. Okay, sure. The way this guy is walking doesn't seem natural. It is quite amazing how they've managed to model this in the flight sim. And there's our baggage cart. Hello, mate. How are you doing? Why is no one talking to me? What the heck? This is Ryanair for you, isn't it? Okay, let's get back into the cockpit and get on with it. So now we're going to talk to the AI ATC for the first time. I'm excited to see how this works.
Beyond ATC connected.
All right, there we go. So once you've loaded your flight plan, Beyond ATC should load everything pretty quick. You can have a mode where it automatically responds. You can also auto-tune it as well, which I think takes the fun away. But the interesting thing about this is that you do have to actually know what the frequencies are for your airport. 122.985. And we'll go swap over. And just like that, it comes up. And here we go. First time talking to AI air traffic control. Not as nervous as VATSIM, but this is really exciting.
Good morning, Dublin. Ryanair 204 requesting IFR clearance to Stansted. We are parked at gate... Oh, damn it.
Ha!
Ryanair 204, Dublin delivery, expect runway 28 right, end of tree Juliet departure, squawk tree 732.
So despite not knowing what gate we are, that allowed us, which is good, but also I'd like it to be a bit more strict, because on VATSIM, they'll just be like, yo, where are you? What kind of aircraft are you? What information do you have on the ATIS? Those are other important things, but look, early days, this is still really exciting. So, let's...
Ryanair 204, Dublin delivery, expect runway 28 right, end of tree Juliet departure, squawk tree 732.
Okay.
Expect runway 28 right, ND 3J departure, squawk 3732, Ryanair 204.
Ryanair 204, read back correct.
Read back correct.
Contact ground 130.79 when ready for pushback or engine start.
Ground on 130.79, Ryanair 204.
That's awesome. That's actually awesome. So far, so good. Talking to AI ATC has been nothing but a dream. And with the rest of the passengers slowly trickling in, it was time to get ready for pushback and start.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Excellent. It's just slowly walking. Come on, hurry up. We're running late. Let's get our push and start clearance.
Ryanair 204, request push and start.
Ryanair 204, Dublin ground, pushback and engine start approved. Face northwest.
Push and start approved, face northwest, Ryanair 204.
Okay, now we are pushing back. Let us start some engines. I think we should think about starting engine number 2. So, engine number 2 started really well, but engine number 1 just wouldn't start. So I had to get out the Google book and relearn how to actually start the Boeing aircraft. I think this is thanks to flying Airbus exclusively for the last month or so. Anyway, let's get on the way and hope that nothing else bad happens.
Welcome on board this Ryanair flight. May we have your attention while we point out some of the safety features.
Ryanair 204 requesting taxi to runway.
Ryanair 204, runway 28 right taxi via Zulu, Foxtrot 1, Charlie Kilo November.
Taxi, runway 28 right via Zulu, Foxtrot 1, Charlie Kilo November, Ryanair 204.
Negative, clarify departure, runway 28 right.
Taxi for departure to runway 28 right via Zulu, Foxtrot 1, Charlie Kilo and November.
Before we start taxiing though, let's check the controls. Today I'm using the Next Level Racing Commercial Edition. It's a Boeing styled flight cockpit and I've got a Next Level Racing Motion Plus. Yes, that's right, a full motion system is attached to this rig, and on today's flight I've set up a camera so you can see it in action to get an idea of what you could expect if you've got one yourself. All the links to everything else on this setup is in the description, and I'll continue to post setup tours as the setup evolves. Now without further ado, let's taxi to runway 28 right.
Adults traveling with young children, please attend to your own mask first. Your life jacket is
2 hours later.
Tower, Ryanair 204 requesting departure.
Ryanair 204, backtrack runway 28 right. Call when ready for departure.
Weird. Backtrack runway 28 right, we'll call when ready for departure, Ryanair 204.
Ryanair 204, negative, backtrack runway 28 right.
Backtrack 28 right, Ryanair 204.
Ryanair 204, negative, backtrack runway 28 right.
Backtrack runway 28 right.
Weird, because we don't need to backtrack, because actually we're just at the end of 28 right, so that might be a little bit of a quirk there. I'm not entirely sure whether this was a bug in the software, or it's because I went a bit too far over the hold short line and it was telling me to go back and start again. Anyway, it's an early release, so there will be bugs, but what happened next was quite astonishing.
Ryanair 204 request departure.
Ryanair 204, Dublin Tower, wind 240 at 5, runway 28 right, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 28 right, Ryanair 204.
No, Ryanair 204, cleared for takeoff, runway 28 right.
Clear for takeoff, runway 28 right, Ryanair 204.
That's actually terrifying. Okay, let's get engine stabilized. Excellent, and they're gonna hit our Toga switch. Perfect. $80 knots, back to neutral. And rotating gently.
Ready to climb.
And gear up. Let's bring that nose up just a touch. Follow the flight directions, but not above 20 degrees.
Contact Dublin departure 133.28.
Dublin departure 133.28, Ryanair 204.
We'll start a turn to the right.
Dublin approach Ryanair 204, passing 6,000 for flight level 330.
Ryanair 204, Dublin departure identified, climb to flight level 160.
Climb flight level 160, Ryanair 204.
And approaching 10,000, so we'll get our landing lights off, and we haven't got much turbulence, so I think it's probably worth getting everyone out. So let's turn the seatbelt signs off. And just like that, we were on our way to London Stansted. Now after this, there were no real issues with the air traffic controlling, and I was handed over to the different controllers en route. Now if you've made it this far in the video, there's one thing you really need to do, and that is to like, subscribe, and comment down below to let me know what you want me to do next. For the arrival, we are expecting the Listo 1 Lima arrival, which will take us nicely into Stansted and landing on runway 22. It's a single runway airport, and it's one that is quite busy. Now, my last adventure into London airspace on VATSIM was pretty stressful. Report heading 12065, easy Zulu 41. Easy 41 Zulu.
Negative 120625.
Let's hope that this one goes a little bit smoother than that one, but are we going to land it like a true Ryanair plane, or are we going to try and save our passengers' backsides and spine? Let's find out. Okay, it's time to get ourselves ready for our arrivals. We're going to be going to runway 22, which is a pretty long runway. Let's go auto brake 1. It's going to be a flat 30 arrival. Our final approach speed is going to be 144 knots.
Ryanair 204, cleared direct Laurel. Cross Laurel at or above 6,000 feet. Cleared ILS runway 22.
Cleared direct Laurel, cross Laurel at or above 6,000 feet. Cleared ILS 22, run Ryanair 204.
Excellent. Oh man, this is amazing. Honestly, guys, having AI to talk to, it just makes things a lot less stressful. Now, obviously, there's no traffic calls because, you know, you haven't got other people or the AI being managed by this. But when that actually happens, oh my God, this is going to be insane.
Hello passengers, it's your captain speaking. We are on our way into London Stansted. Hopefully we make a nice landing because I'm going to be a bit less stressed than last time. But I can't promise anything because this is Ryanair after all. Anyway, get your seatbelts on and get ready for arrival. We should be landing very shortly.
So we're just going to cruise along at about 220 until we get to our decel point, and then we're going to slow down and get ourselves configured for a beautiful landing. Now, when I say beautiful landing, you have to remember that we are flying Ryanair. So what do? Do I smash it into the ground as hard as Ryanair is capable of, or do I just try my best to land appropriately? We got a little bit of a crosswind. Shouldn't really be too much for us, but let's see how we go. Amazingly, air traffic control has got us to descend appropriately along the arrival that we wanted, which is super impressive. And we're about to get handed over to Stansted Tower for the final part of the flight. It's a little bit foggy, a very bit foggy. It's going to make it interesting. I think we'll hopefully be able to land it without an auto land, but we shall see, we shall see. And let's let the cabin attendants know we are coming in, so.
Cabin crew, seats for arrival please.
Contact Stansted Tower 125.55.
Stansted Tower 125.55, Ryanair 204.
Stansted Tower, Ryanair 204 inbound ILS runway 22.
Ryanair 204, Stansted Tower, continue.
Flaps 1.
Continue Ryanair 204.
And we will set our approach speed of 144 knots.
1210 at 5. Runway 22 cleared to land.
Clear to land runway 22, Ryanair 204.
And we are coming down. Let's get the gear down. Give us a bit of a hand there. To give us a hand to slow the plane down and help me get down to terra firma, because at the moment we're coming in hot. I cannot see a thing. This is crazy. What the heck? Right, it may have to be an auto land. I don't think we can actually do that here, but runway is in sight. Disconnecting autopilot and auto throttle.
40, 30,
Ah.
10.
Oh dear, ended up being a bit of a Ryanair landing by accident. Okay, and reverse is full. Oh no, the reversers aren't working on here. Oh damn, that is very annoying. Okay, let's just manual braking. That was a disaster. An absolute disastrous landing. Although I guess it's Ryanair, so isn't that bad. We'll just vacate left with the tiller, just like that. Nice high speed.
Hey, what happened?
Another successful landing. Let's taxi to the gate and let's debrief about this flight. That was amazing. I think beyond ATC, from the experience I've had, this was legitimately my first flight, right? A bit messy, not flown the 737 for a while, no reversers on the way over, that kind of stuff, but most of the problems were just with me. We were able to get from A to B, talking to air traffic control, who vectored us the correct ways, and it just added so much. This is what Microsoft Flight Simulator's air traffic control should have always been from the beginning. The fact that we now have AI who are able to do this is mind-blowing. Wow. I'm going to be using Beyond ATC a lot more because I think it's an awesome thing. I'd love to find out the limitations of what it can do. If you've got any questions for me or any ideas about my simulator, please ask me in the comments down below. Till next time, guys. See you later.